My name is Chris, and I serve on the worship team at Riverbend Community Church. I wanted to share a little bit about how God has changed my life in spite of my shortcomings. I grew up in a very large family. I was second in a group of 9 kids. There was never a dull moment in our household. My parents loved and raised us in the Christian faith from the beginning. I can remember asking God into my life when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and I just remember my parents being there leading me through the prayer, but I didn't really understand exactly what I was doing. I mean, I knew that I was asking Jesus into my life. I didn't know that it was a relationship with Jesus Christ. Growing up, I went to Salem Christian School, which is also where my family went to church. Throughout grade school, I kind of had a problem staying motivated, never really too interested in grades or even in my faith. I wasn't able to focus. By high school, I had gained a real love for music. I started playing in a bunch of bands, and I even joined the worship team at Salem Christian, where I went to school and church. For the next few years, some poor influences and my overall rebellion just led to kind of an apathy for the church or religion as a whole. Though I didn't notice or even care at the time, I was essentially living a double life. I would go to the church with my family on Sunday. I would talk the talk, I would look the part, but the rest of the week I would totally forget about it and just do whatever I wanted. Essentially just forget about what I had learned. I would just go do my own thing. I would act different depending on who I was around at the time. I was kind of a chameleon. There was very little structure or integrity in my life at that point. Almost no direction, very limited goals. Throughout this point of just rejection and rebellion, God never turned his back on me. He never gave up on me. Looking back, I can definitely see where God intentionally placed people or events in order to turn my focus upon him and just get me going again in the right direction. Even throughout my teenage rebellion, if you want to call it that, my parents never gave up on me. They never stopped praying for me, and for that I am very thankful. Samantha, my wife, was definitely in God's plan. She's my better half. She's encouraged me and challenged me and my faith from the beginning, from when we first met. Her constant love and support has helped me grow in every area, and for that I am so thankful. Attending Liberty was another great step towards the right direction, just in terms of me having a relationship with Christ. Having to leave home and not rely on my parents and grow as an individual out from under their authority was instrumental in me becoming who I was as a Christian. Joining the community at Riverbend has just allowed me to utilize my passion in music for Christ, and I can't describe how fulfilling that's been for me. It's just been a huge encouragement to see how God has shaped and molded me as a person and as a Christian in the last few years. Christianity was something I only practiced half-heartedly a few years ago. And now it's something that I do because I love Christ. He cared enough to come here and die for me. I just want to serve him any way possible. I'm still a work in progress, but I look forward to what God has planned for me personally in my own life, as well as my friends here at Riverbend.